G'day guys and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be going through my 2024 AFL Final Series predictions. Before we get into the video, only 47.5% of you guys are subscribed to the channel and the 52.5% of you guys watching are not. So make sure you go subscribe to the channel. Yeah, it'd be appreciated if you subscribe, and let's just get straight into the video. So we're going to go through the dates. So the dates obviously have already came out, but they're not going to be on the graphic because I made these pre-hand. Power versus Geelong, starting off the final series. Power at home. It's going to be at home for Power. Power at home, they're just, in my opinion, unstoppable. They've been playing amazing footy at home recently, and I don't really see Geelong really winning this game. Geelong do got quite a powerful side going into this game. They just rested Tom Stewart for probably like 3/4 of footy against West Coast Eagles, and I reckon, genuinely, that Power probably will win this. Geelong will still be in finals though, and I reckon Geelong will definitely have a little boost in the final series. I'm not saying if they lose, but no, I'm not saying when we lose, but I'm just saying when, because of my final series predictions. But if Geelong lose, they're definitely going to step up. They're definitely going to step up in the final series. I've got Power to win the opener of the final series. It should be a very, very good clash. Alright, next up, it is Bulldogs versus Hawthorn Hawks. Bulldogs got the experience. Hawthorn got the talent. Both sides are very, very good. Both sides are very, very good, I've got to admit. Bulldogs just don't play too well at the MCG. I've heard from lots of people who've watched Bulldogs play at the MCG. They just don't seem to perform, apparently. Hawthorn, they've been performing since, round 6 or something. They've been playing absolutely amazing footy ever since. And they've been on winning streaks and all that. They've just had a very, very good season, especially towards the end. After that mid-season bye, it was like, we got to switch this team around. And they just absolutely did indeed switch it around. So I reckon Hawthorn are going to win this game and send Bulldogs straight out to Bali. Alrighty, next game, it is the Battle of the Bridges, Sydney versus Giants. This is the 4th time we've seen a Battle of the Bridges in the final series. Just tells you how dominant both Sydney teams are. Sydney and Giants obviously have played twice this year already, and Sydney have won both of them, so it wouldn't really be a surprise if Sydney get the job done. It would definitely be a surprise if Giants somehow manage to keep up and actually win against them. But Giants, they do got a very, very dangerous forward line, and Sydney just need to look at that. They got Jesse Hogan. They've got very, very good small forwards. Sydney just need to work on their defense if they want to beat Giants, and I reckon they'll be able to. But Sydney, they genuinely should win this. Sydney Swans to win this game and go for a home preliminary final. Alrighty, the first elimination final on the graphics. Brisbane versus Carlton Blues. Now, obviously, Carlton Blues, they made it into the finals just because of luck. Realistically, I reckon Fremantle should be in their spot right now. I reckon Fremantle should be versing Brisbane right now, and it would be definitely a better matchup, to be honest. Brisbane, it's going to be at the Gabba. Last time we saw these teams clash together, it was at the Gabba, and it was this year. Brisbane didn't really have a good side back then. They were on their little grand final hangover. They weren't really playing too much good football. The Blues, they were on a roll at the start of the season. They were genuinely looking like premiership favourites until probably around the mid-season bye, same as Sydney, same as Hawthorn. The Carlton Blues just fell off. They just fell off badly, and the last couple of rounds just showed absolute mayhem. Blues took on Hawthorn and they lost by, pretty sure it was 80-70 points or something, and they lost to St Kilda by 2. I'm going to go Brisbane to win this game at the Gabba. They realistically should win. And Carlton will be sent home towards Bali. Alright, time to move on to the semi-finals. Giants versus Brisbane to start off the semi-final weekend at NG Stadium. Giants are just too good at NG Stadium, to be honest. They are super, super powerful and dominant side at NG Stadium. Brisbane Haven't really seen Brisbane play at NG Stadium too much times, to be honest, and I really do not really see them, Brisbane, winning here. I reckon Brisbane are going to fall out of finals after this game. So yeah, I'm going to go Giants to win this game. It's at NG Stadium. Realistically, they should. Jesse Hogan's probably going to kick a bag, especially because it's at NG. But now time to move on to, in my opinion, this is going to be a good semi-final. Hawthorn versus Geelong. We got the young guns versus the oldies, the young talent versus the experienced talent. To be honest, Geelong got a better footy IQ. They got a better knowledge in the head. While Hawthorn, all they do, Hawthorn, is just go for fast moves, go for fast breaks. Geelong probably will know how to counter that. So I reckon Geelong are going to win this semi-final and send Hawthorn out of finals. Now time to move on to the preliminary final. Starting off, Sydney versus Geelong. We've seen these matchups quite a few times, obviously, to 2022 Grand Final. This is at the SCG. Sydney, they obviously play well at the SCG, as I said earlier. But Geelong, they're gonna try and outsmart every single team they verse for the rest of the finals campaign. To be honest, I do really genuinely see Geelong making finals this year. Grand final this year. I really do see them making the grand final this year. So I'm gonna go Geelong winning this preliminary final, going into the grand final. Victorian at the MCG, so they're definitely going to have quite a big crowd coming in. Geelong. Now, Power versus Giants. See, this is actually a good one. This is a great game, to be honest. Power at home, though. I mentioned this earlier. Power at home. Realistically, they should win. If Giants beat Power at their home deck, that is just going to be embarrassing, especially for the Port Adelaide Football Club and Ken Hinkley. I don't think Power are going to be embarrassed at their home deck, so I'm going to go Power to win that game, win the prelims, send Giants out of finals, and book them a spot into the one day in September. Now it's time to move on to the grand final. Power taking on Geelong. Second versus third going into the grand final. Sydney dropped out after being first, being the minor premiers. Power at the MCG. I've seen them play good games. I've seen them play bad games. One of the notable ones that I actually remember to the top of my head was the Melbourne versus Port Adelaide. I'm pretty sure it was a couple rounds ago, where Power got a win by only 2 points in the wet against a very, very, very bad Demon side. Yeah, realistically, genuinely, Geelong, as I said earlier, they're going to try and outsmart every single team in their way to the premiership. And I reckon they're going to outsmart Power. I reckon Geelong are going to win their second premiership in 3 years. I reckon they're going to win their second premiership in 3 years. They won 2022. I reckon they're going to go for 2024. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.